continues now on the so-called baby exorcism trial. Kenneth Dean joins us now live from Conroe. That jury has just finished deliberating tonight the sentence for Blaine Milam. Kenneth, what is Milam's punishment going to be?
Chuck, they have come back with a verdict, and that verdict for Blaine Milam is he has been sentenced to die. The verdict was just read in the courtroom. As it was read, Milam's sister and his mother broke down crying. Defense attorney Steve Jackson grabbed Milam, who began sobbing. Each of the jurors, you could tell, were very solemn in the duty that they had to perform, and they worked late into the night, just like they did last week when they found Milam guilty of capital murder, but they did come back with a death sentence.
Okay, Kenneth, we understand that the jury during this 8.5 hours asked for no extra paper, no extra reading of any testimony. They just continued to work. Is that right?
That's correct. The only break that they had a break early in the afternoon just to kind of stretch their legs after hearing the closing arguments. They had their lunch, of course. They had supper this evening, and then they worked well into the evening. Now, what happened just a few minutes before they came back with the verdict is Judge Clay Gossett called them in and told them he was about to sequester them for the night. But that's when the foreman of the jury spoke up after the several jurors looked at each other and said that they were just in the process of wrapping up their decision when they were called back out to the courtroom. Judge Gossett allowed them to finish. They have given their verdict, and that verdict, of course, again, is Blaine Milam is he's been convicted to death.
Kenneth, we know this has been a long day, but let me also ask you, so you got reaction, you could see the reaction from Milam's family. What about little Amora Carson? Obviously, her mom still faces trial in this. Any other family members on her side that were there tonight?
Actually, Amora's grandfather is here today, and he is going to give a victim impact statement here shortly. Now, Judge Gossett is allowing some of the jurors to leave the courthouse now, and those who decide to stay can stay. But what will happen is Mr. Mutina will take the stand, and he will make his victim impact statement. And he spoke to me a little earlier in the evening and told me, what he was kind of feeling, and he wanted wanted to know if he could just go ahead and lose his emotions, and I told him, I said, it's your statement, and you have to do what you feel is what you need to do.
Okay, so
tough time for both sides of the family.
Exactly. So basically, thank you very much, Kenneth Dean. Of course, you're going to be blogging on TylerPaper.com, as well as having a story in the morning paper, Tyler Morning News. We did want to remind everybody as well that as we continue to wrap this up, that Blaine Milam has been sentenced now to lethal injection for the 13-month-old Amora Carson.
Right, and we'll, of course, have the latest, some reaction coming up tomorrow morning on our morning show from 5:30 to 7.